SBRforum.com. The United States and Mexico have both predictably advanced to the Gold Cup Final after Wednesday's semi-finals when the Americans defeated Panama 1-0 and El Tri beat Honduras 2-0 in extra time. Many recreational bettors and professional handicappers alike took the parlay that both teams would win their respective semi-final games. But since Mexico's win came after the 90-minute mark, this was a big loss for the betting community. Many will now be looking to the final to find betting value and make a CONCACAF killing. Bet365 already have 74 markets open for this matchup, so there'll be plenty of betting opportunities. Mexico and the US have won 9 of the 10 Gold Cups contested since the tournament took its current form in 1991. The United States beat El Tri 2-1 in 2007 and Mexico won 5-0 in the 2009 final. This time round, Mexico are small full-time favourites at plus 150 and the US are at plus 180, the draws being offered at plus 215 by Bet365. Mexico are also minus 150 to lift the trophy, while the US are at plus 120. The Mexicans are looking like the justified favourites as they have been more dominant so far in this tournament, outscoring their 5 opponents by an aggregate score of 18-2. However, they did face unexpected trouble with Honduras in the semi-final, with neither team scoring through 90 minutes of regulation, and in turn, many handicappers lost at least some faith in their abilities to capture the win within 90 minutes of play. But if you're a dedicated El Tri supporter and you think that they've just been saving their best for last, you can take Mexico to win both halves at plus 800. Also at plus 800 is Mexico to come from behind, which is exactly what they did not so long ago against Guatemala. So if you think the team just needs some time to warm up, there might be some betting value here. Chicharito, Hernandez and Santos are the favourites to score first, last and any time throughout the game at plus 550, plus 550 and plus 188 respectively. And if you're confident enough to wager on either of them to score 2 or more goals, you can get this at a hefty plus 1200. But watch out, the US defence and Carlos Bocanegra have excelled recently and will most certainly focus on shutting down Hernandez. Before the Americans could even think about Mexico, they had to redeem a stunning loss to Panama on June 11th. Clint Dempsey scored in the 77th minute off an assist from Landon Donovan, and the Americans earned a 1-0 victory. The markets on Clinton Dempsey to repeat his performance and score first, last or any time throughout the game are at plus 750, plus 750 and plus 260 respectively. But Landon Donovan is the US favourite to score first, last or any time at plus 600 and plus 200 respectively. But again, be warned as the Mexican defence will also be focusing in on these players. One US player who has not yet reached the limelight and may have some remaining value is Colombian-born Juan Agudelo. Agudelo is playing with a lot of confidence and he was very unlucky not to score against Panama when his header hit the crossbar early in the match. So if you think his luck will turn, then check out his plus 300 odds to score at any time throughout the game. The total for this game is at 2, which is quite low considering previous totals between these two powerhouses. But considering the final score in both teams' recent games, it's hard to predict whether there is value in the over at minus 130 or the under at even odds. To combat indecision, Bet365 is also offering a total within the first 10 minutes of play at 0.5, with the over at plus 450 and the under at minus 700. So if you think that either team will be rushing to one-up the other, then the over cannot be overlooked. And finally, if odds were a justified predictor of the actual outcome, on Saturday we'll be seeing Mexico win by 1 goal. You can get this currently at plus 275. Whatever your wager, don't forget to read the small print. I've seen a number of SBR posters fail to realise that when you bet on a soccer team on the money line and your team ties at the end of 90 minutes, you lose your bet, whether or not your team wins outright. Hence why the draw option is available. Thanks for watching and check out SBRforum.com for the latest sports betting news and updates, as well as helpful tips and tools to help you make better betting decisions.